I know you brand yourself and pride yourself on being a 4 800 guy, but when you run the way you ran that 1500, some of us that just love to sit on our couch and watch athletes like you guys run two events, we're like, wait a second, could an 8:15 be possible? I just want to clear the air. Is there any world, any possibility where you run the 800 and the 1500 at the Olympic trials next year?
Um, Possibly. If I didn't make the 800 team, I think how the schedule works out right now is they have the 800 first and then the 1500 for the second part. So, I mean, right now the plan is to make the team for the 8 and not have to worry about the 15. But I guess if things are going in the right direction, I mean, I'm not completely, ruling it out running the 8 and the 15, but we'll see what happens. I'd love to do a 4 and an 8 instead because I would love to get on a USA 4x4 team, but it seems like the more and more I'm with Pete, the more and more he's transitioning me into running more 15s opposed to more 4s.
I think you ran a 1500 last year at an LA meet, the Sunset Tour, and I think you said at the time, like, I hope that's my last one. Do you like the 1500 any more than maybe you did in years past, or is it still just all focused on the 800?
I mean, I've only ran two 1500s my entire life. I ran the mile once in college, and I ran the mile a couple of times in high school. So it's still extremely new territory to me. I'm still way more familiar with the 400, and I still think I have more potential in the 400. But maybe I'm just being ignorant. And I don't know, just holding on to my past a little bit. But I've always prided myself at making the 4x4 teams for A&M and stuff like that, and not being a cross country runner and not having to put in that mileage. So I always kind of maintain that quick twitch and stuff like that.
It wasn't just that you ran 335 though. It was the way that you ran 335 that I think people took note of. It looked extremely easy. You closed in 52 seconds. How much quicker do you think you could go if you were in a Diamond League quality field that was at sub 330 pace? Do you think you could run that right now?
I mean, everything's all speculation, I guess, but I think I could have handled a more strong pace for the first 8. It felt pretty pedestrian all the way up to the 1200, and I mean that was a plan the entire time. Not do anything heroic of any sort and try to take the lead when I didn't need to. It was just kind of to stick with the pace. I think I was seated in the meet to be in like 339 shape or so. So I guess that was a plan, just kind of go through in like 59s for each quarter. But if I think if given better maybe competition and just more on the line, potentially I could run faster. But for an 800-meter guy like myself, I feel like that's my ideal way to run a 1500. Start off slow and then maybe kick. And still, I don't know because I still am pretty new to the event. But I think for me, I like the way that I ran it, 2 weeks ago at Jesuit.